Hey there, how's it going? Okay, so we're getting on to part 4 now, and I'm just looking over my notes again, because I've got a lot of notes here. Just to work out the best way of doing this piece here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, at the minute I have this kind of shell here, if I just click on it and press F4. And rather than building directly onto this, I'm going to use this as a kind of a template, if you know what I mean. So, what I want to do is just get rid of half of it. So I'm just going to go over here to my modifier panel. And in my top view, I'm just going to strip this half away. It's up to you which half you want to strip away. I just find it easier working on this side. Okay, now back into this mode, and I'm leaving this part on for the minute so I can see the detail I've already built. Yeah, looks a bit like a trailer skip. Okay, now what I want to do is kind of build out from this in this direction and this direction. So what I'm going to do is grab this piece here first. Just do a shift and drag and move that up to there. Just clone it to an element. This will give me an idea of kind of widths that I want to use, you see. Like so. Now this is all new kind of ways. I mean, I like to try and think of new ways to kind of make modelling a little bit easier, especially when you're modelling things like this. Believe it or not, spaceships don't tend to just be pointy triangles. I know like my very early tutorials were, but this isn't. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, just kind of look at what I'm doing. And I want to get rid of this polygon here, and then what I'm going to do is just select here, and oops daisy, don't move it, here and here, and bridge it. As I say, it's all about thinking of new techniques and ways to do things, really. Bring that over to there, it's getting nice and close. I actually seem to have lined that up pretty well, so I'm just going to quickly do a weld on these. 47 to 46, so that's right. Now, if we look, we've got that exciting vert just here that's going to go bye-bye. And I want to get rid of this face here, like that. Alright? Now what I'm going to do is select edge again, here and here, and just bridge those. Just going to delete this one off completely. Where am I? Let's have a look. Yeah, I am. Delete that off. Now I can go into create poly. Again, going clockwise. Now it appears that one's back to front, but we can flip it. And let's get rid of that isolated vert that seems to be just sitting there. Checking out our model. Over here at the back, I'm just going to do a bridge. Now in here I can do a cap. Actually no, I can't. It appears this piece probably isn't closed yet. Let's just weld this piece and see if that helps. Nope. Do a full weld then. Just Control A to select everything. Nope, seems absolutely fine. I'll just have to draw the poly in directly. I'm aware there's various other ways you can do things. This is the way I'm doing it. And this is why making this won't take me several weeks. Hooray! Okay, and over here. Again with the bridge. It's a really efficient way to bridge those polygons. You'll notice we're getting some really nice shapes here as well now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just grab this one, do a shift and drag like that, and then just get rid of this. Check that out. Actually leave that in just for a minute. and that. What I'm doing is just shift dragging, yeah? Get rid of that. Now we're just going to use some target welds. Go invert mode. There we go. And there. Okay, flip it around, just check it over. Now over here, obviously we can't target weld that piece down to there because it isn't going to work for us. But we do want to close this piece off. It's just a case of manually moving the vert in, basically. There we go. And there. Closes that section there up. Spare vert just there. Just get rid of it. Always looking out for spare verts that we don't need. Okay, now can I cap this? No, I'll just draw a polygon in there. And pull back. And again, the same here. Okay, so now we've got this part here kind of sticking out from the rest, and this is our initial kind of piece, and I'm just looking at the shape I want to get from this. So what I'm going to do is grab here and here and just pull them out a bit. Oh look, there's a big hole in my mesh. Easily repaired there. There we go. Possibly that's a little bit too wide at the back there, so I'm just going to move these two verts in a bit more without target welding them, which is what I'm starting to do. Check the back shape there. Okay, that looks fine. I'm quite pleased with that shape there, it works well for me. Okay, I'm going to go round it on all the parts that I'm needing chamfering. Be aware we don't need to chamfer on the inside there because there is nothing on the inside there. It's due to the modular nature in which we built the ship. Okay, that seems fine. And do a quick chamfer. I'm going to do a double one this time again. And just going to make it so that I get these kind of half chamfers here. There we are. And what that does is just really smooths the edges down for us, see? Milled edge. Ah, now look, we didn't get our chamfer complete there, so I'll just undo that again. I forgot to select these pieces. Yeah, let's do that again. Initially at 0.5, and I think it was 0.18 or thereabouts. Okay, try that again. As you see at the back, we have that nice smooth shape there. Now the benefit of doing it this way as well is that we can cut our maker shapes in as we go along. Now we know this is the chassis under here, but what we're doing is kind of building parts on top of it as we go along, yeah? So, I'm looking at the overall shape here and how I want to divide it up. And I'm going to do a quick slice using a slice plane. Not a quick slice then. And bring that over to there to turn this off. Yeah, use the slice plane again. Now to flip this around 180 degrees. Sorry, 90 degrees, not 180 degrees. And what I'm doing is making sure I'm isolating carefully the bit where the wings are going to hang off. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Click slice. slice. Okay, turn that off. There we go. Now, what I'd like to do is add a little bit more interest to this kind of shape at the bottom here. So just do a quick connect. And then a cut. About there to there. And I think I'm going to move these lines across a little bit. That's a bit too much of a kind of sharp piece there. There we go. And this should make things a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to do it again, pretty much the same way as we did last time. Looking over this shape here. Start with these ones. And again, I'm just doing it by eye, you know. The thing about this is that I can just adjust it as much as I want later on, once I've pulled it out. So there. Just look at this. There we are, you see. Bring it up to about there. Just scooting around the model again. This viewport so I can see where it is, just line up a bit. There we are. Okay, I'm back. So back in the perspective again. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, and this is going to be a bit easier for us because we're not right at the edge, is just delete that. And then over here, just being careful in the way that I do this, making sure I'm selecting the right edges to bridge. There we go. And there. Now we'll not bridge the top until it's time. Actually no, I'll do it now. So it is time. There you go. Bridge. I'm going to create my polygons that go down here. So F3 so I can see through my model. There we are. Turn that off. Okay. Now, do this one polygon at a time. Don't be tempted to do it the quick way. It's important that we do it properly. So, delete that out. And the quick way would be just to delete like all the polys at once and then try and rebuild it from there, and you're just going to get a mess. It's really not worth the effort. Okay. And you notice the really kind of quite pleasing effect we get from doing it this way. Sure, it's a slow way of doing it, but it's giving us all the nice soft edges, and we're getting to kind of tailor it as we go along. You notice that every time I do want to just kind of zoom around the model just to make sure that it's working properly. Okay, now this piece inside here, just have to get rid of some of these polygons. I'll get rid of this one first. Just F3 so I can see inside the model. Now you see this piece here, I don't want particularly to have to bridge that piece across, so I'll have a look at it once it's done. Then bridge. Now let's have a look at the amount of polygons we've got under here, because we're not actually seeing them particularly anyway, so I think what I'll do is just do a quick polygon cleanup. Or will I? Actually no, I'll leave them in because that's a curved surface, and I think it'd be better to leave them in. Okay. Now remember we kind of lost our thing here, so to bring it across again. Grab here, because we're up to an edge again, so we can use target weld for this one. There we go. Pull back a bit, and again, just here to here, just bridge. And get it nice and close over to here. There we go. Go back. Quite like that shape there. Then let's look at this shape. This could just be one polygon for a minute. We don't really need, you know, 4 or whatever it was. There we are. Delete that one off the middle. And just bridge. Again, another quick target weld over here. Because we haven't even got to the bottom yet, which is mainly just kind of crash landing mats. It's nothing complicated. Okay, I'm just going to draw the polygon in. So it's the create tool. And take this one out. Okay, that's looking good. Do a quick Control A and weld. Not a particularly close weld though, just enough so we can get rid of, you know, 0.03 will be enough, just enough to get rid of any kind of mistakes that I may have made. Okay, that looks good. Now I can start bringing these in again. What I'm doing is just kind of lining these up. Just trying to get my shapes to work. Okay, I'll bring this in. Like that. Under here, and over here I'm just going to kind of collapse these. It'll save me time. Bring those in like that. To there. If we go over here, I'll just get this piece here to kind of match in with it. Okay, and zoom out. And that gives us this piece going over there. As you see, we're really getting for the modular build look now. And what we'll do is, once I've detailed this piece, take a break, come back, and then we'll do some detailing on it. It's nothing complicated, it's just nerdies. Okay. Around the model. Here we go. Now then, because of the nature of our welds, I'm going to zoom in on this piece. Take a good look at it. So I've got these three blending down into one. So as that part's not visible up there particularly, it doesn't give us a dead polygon, let's get rid of it. Then I can get back into here again. But anywhere that's got any form of angle, you really want to be looking over. That one there, that one there. But don't do the edge here where we're going to apply symmetry, because we'll screw your model up. There we go. Okay, that looks fine. Chamfer. literally 0.5 and then down to about 0.16 for me. Not for you. Check my model out. There we go. So you see we're still getting the plated look here, but we're softening our edges nicely. Okay, so with that piece done, time to call it to a halt. I like that. And I'll see you in the next piece.